Hi everyone, this is Sean. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking about a carjacking incident that involved the off-duty private security officer. This is a situation that I handled as a law enforcement officer. Now, I'm obviously going to change the details around. I can't give too much details just because I have to honor confidentiality. But before I begin, from the bottom of my heart, I freaking appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much for your support. I was reading all of the comments in my other video because you guys know what's going to happen to this channel eventually. I'm still going to have it up, just a lot less videos. I don't want to dwell too much into that, but look, I read through all the comments and I appreciate you guys. I haven't commented to most of you, but I'm just reading it and I'm just feeling so much better throughout the day. I can't say how much thankful I am because of all of you guys. You guys just keep me going. And on this channel, I know that I have like 50 subscribers that I could constantly count on that have my back. Maybe 100, but I'd say about 50. The rest are more of passive subscribers, but there's about 50 of you, maybe 100, who I could count on. I don't even know what to say, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the support and help. Okay, so let's talk about what happened at my place of employment. So as a peace officer, I showed up to a carjacking attempt. And I countered the situation where I learned this off-duty private security, referring to somebody who's not on the clock yet, who works private security on Saturdays and Sundays. He wasn't paying too much attention to his surroundings, but anyhow, he parked his truck near this abandoned house. He wasn't paying attention, and this guy came up to him and demanded his wallet and his keys. Our security officer took too long, and this suspect got impatient and hit our security officer in the back with a metal pipe. This guy grabbed the security officer, threw him off of the driver's seat area, and sat on the driver's seat, tried to start the vehicle, but couldn't because there was a kill switch. And then demanded that he tell him how to turn on the vehicle. So the security officer responded with pepper spray. He sprayed him right in the face. And security officer moved out of the way. The suspect took off running away. Security officer followed. So what kind of crime do you have? Well, so far you have, and I'm pausing real quick because I want you guys to think about what crime just happened. I'll give you another second to think about what the various crimes entailed. So far we have an assault with a deadly weapon. And the second incident, or the second charge, would be robbery. And the third charge would be attempted carjacking. If you got all of those correct, you get an A+ for today. Our victim, our security officer victim, ran after the suspect. So let's talk about a debrief, or what could he have done better. First off, you guys, this security officer was a little bit older. He was in his 60s. Running after the person, that's something that I would do in my 60s. I would seriously run after the person, but that's my ego. The better thing to do, guys, is call 911. Do not get into pursuit. Give a last direction of travel, a description, and let the dispatcher know briefly what's going on, and obviously let them know what your location is. But don't run after that person. If there's any fear element that needs to be met, you are mitigating that fear element, or you're negating that fear element by showing the courts that you ran after the person. If somebody who's in fear for their life usually doesn't run after the person who's causing that fear. Second, guys, pepper spray. This security officer didn't articulate really why he used pepper spray. Why did he feel the need to? I knew why he felt the need to, but he didn't articulate it. Now remember, law enforcement is not going to show you how to articulate a situation. They want you just to give a statement. So my statement would be, officer, the reason why I pepper sprayed this person is because this is my property. This is my truck. This is what I used to go to work. I was attempting to regain control, regain possession over my motor vehicle, but I couldn't because this person was sitting in my car. I told him a few times to get out of my seat, to leave, and he didn't. I had no choice. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to sit on his lap and try to start the vehicle. If I do that, then he's going to push me out of the vehicle and I can easily fall and hit my head. This is my property and I have a legal right to be in that driver's seat. And I believe that this was the least intrusive way. This was a way that I could use the least amount of force on this person who already hit me with a pipe. And I believe that if I just stood there without using any type of weapon, he would repeat history, and that would involve he would hit me again with this metal object, this time maybe in my head. And I wasn't fearing my life. I wasn't fearing for my safety. I thought that he was going to hit me again if I tried to regain possession. Something like that, guys. I could ramble on, but a statement that would involve something like that. Now, obviously, you're giving your right to self-incrimination. You know, you obviously want to, obviously my disclaimers always talk to an attorney, but something like this, I would go ahead and give a statement because I believe that was a reasonable amount of force used. So I do want to say good job to the security officer. When I say good job, that entails staying in the fight. I mean, he was in his 60s and he still stayed in the fight. He realized that this guy was like 40 years younger than him, and he realized, like, hey, I need a weapon in order to control this situation, and he carried pepper spray. Pepper spray was somewhat effective. I say somewhat because this person was able to run off like a couple of blocks. I found the suspect actually hiding in this messed up part of town, and he was complaining about being pepper sprayed. That's how I was able to locate him, is he started coughing and just started making spontaneous statements that he'd been pepper sprayed. So usually if you've been pepper sprayed, there's usually a good reason. There's usually a defensive encounter. And then I put two and two together, and then I realized that this is actually the suspect that was involved in this carjacking. There's obviously a lot more to that I can't disclose. So that's the topic of today, guys. That's my discussion. Hopefully it will increase your officer safety. This video will increase your chances of being able to corroborate your defense, being able to articulate your defense if you need to, but just don't say you pepper sprayed them just because. Have a reason. That's all I have, you guys. Looking forward to the discussion, the dialogue. You guys all take care and be safe.